We don't even know when the flight's going to depart, so we're kind of sitting in the airport waiting for a plane to show up. Here we go, it's Joel Chevrolet here, and welcome back to yet another trip report. Now today I'm here at Rejkfafik Regional Airport, about to catch my flight on a Bombardier Dash 8 Q200 for what could be my most interesting destination of all time. Flying to the northern Icelandic town of Ísafjörður, which is home to one of the dangerous approaches in Iceland. In today's video I will be doing the flight outbound, the destination and the return flight, and I will explain lots about the destination and the airline and the flight along the way. Thanks for joining me on today's video. And another cool addition to this trip is I'm joined with Bradley Penny Aviation. Alright. All of Iceland's regional flights depart out of Rejkfafik Regional Airport, which is right in the city centre. It has two terminals. The main terminal, which I am at today, is for Icelandair and Northernair, and the smaller terminal serves flights for Eagle. This airport is home to Air Iceland Connect, which is the regional subsidiary for Icelandair. The airline has Bombardier Dash 8 Q400s and Q200s. Today I am flying on their Bombardier Dash 8 Q200. In the airport there are just 3 check-in desks and a small cafe. The decorations are quite nice though, including this model of the Flugfélag Islands Douglas DC-3 Dakota and these letters which contain people's experiences in Iceland. There is no security check here, and you're just led into a room with a single set of automatic doors leading to all of the gates. As we wait to board our flight, let's go into a little more information about where we're flying today. Obviously today we're flying to Ísafjörður, which is a town in the northwest of Iceland which is very famous for its beautiful landscapes. The approach is very interesting to say the least. There's obviously 2 runway directions that you can go on, both the same runway but either side of it. One of the approaches you kind of circle around over the fjord and into the runway, and the other one you hug a mountain before making a tight left bank to land on the runway. Both as equally challenging and impressive in terms of passenger point of view as each other. So today's flight is certainly going to be an interesting one. Here is our Bombardier Dash 8 Q200 arriving from Ísafjörður. One cool thing about this domestic airport is that there is no security check, so I was able to run in and out of the airport to film up close-up content. But now it's time to board our Q200 and get on our way to Ísafjörður. Today's aircraft is a 25-year-old Dash 8 Q200, originally delivered to Piedmont Airlines in 1999. It's had a wide history of other airlines all around the world and has been with Icelandair since March 2018. The layout of this aircraft is quite interesting. It's in a 2-2 layout, however the last row at the back has an extra seat in the middle, like a bus. So here on board the Dash 8 Q200, what a little awesome plane, 9 rows, 2-2. We've got a nice view of the gear. It's going to be exciting to see the approach from this angle. Not really sure what to think of this aircraft, to be honest. It's comfortable. Decent leg room for a prop plane. All we can do is take off and enjoy the flight. It is getting quite full as well, but I think it's been cancelled for the last 5 days and it's not going tomorrow as it's too windy, so.
Góðan dag, góðir farþegar, fyrirhönd Icelandair býður ykkur velkomna um borð þessa flugvél sem ber nafnið Þorbjörn. Áætlaður flugtími til Ísafjörður var í 40 mínútur og flugstjóri þessari ferð Frímann Svavarsson stendur. Takk fyrir. Good morning, dear passengers. On behalf of Icelandair, we welcome you aboard this aircraft named Þorbjörn after one of our Icelandic saga characters. The estimated flying time to Ísafjörður.
I think we have to wait a bit. Not sure why, but we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear captain here, I hope you can hear me now. We are waiting here after takeoff clearance. There are some malfunction in the air control traffic system. We cannot take off before they fix that, so we will stand by here for a few more minutes. Thank you.
Not looking good in terms of weather. It's fine when we're arriving, but obviously I returned the same day as I said earlier. I'm just slightly worried about the return, because you did say that it's going to get worse later. We'll see how this goes. Once the ATC malfunction had been fixed, we got ready to depart for Ísafjörður, with the weather for the next 6 hours looking very unpredictable. We climbed out of Reykjavik and started our 40-minute flight north to Ísafjörður. We cruised very low today at only around 17,000 feet, which does mean that the views outside were very limited. Now it's time to start our approach into Iceland's most dangerous airport. For today's flights, the winds were favouring the circling approach over the fjord. I was very excited for this, but also quite nervous. We descended very fast, passing over beautiful snowy nature, but before I knew it, we were right next to a mountain and starting the approach. The approach is extremely tight and consists of a very close bank to final. You can enjoy the full thing for yourselves right now.
Dear passengers, welcome to Ísafjörður. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign will switched off. We would like to remind you to take all hands-free with you when leaving the aircraft. On behalf of Icelandair, we hope you have enjoyed the flight. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Oh, it's not that bad. It's lovely. Beautiful. Can I get a picture of him?
Mom!
Made it to Ísafjörður, and what a beautiful place this is. It's absolutely amazing. Mountains everywhere. That approach was something that's, I mean, I've seen videos of the approach on the camera. I knew it was going to be something different, but that was, yeah, nothing can prepare you for how awesome it is. I don't even think my video will come across, will show you how amazing it was. This beautiful place here reminds me of like a ski resort. It's just really nice. Some time just there. Let's take a look around Ísafjörður Airport. Ísafjörður Airport is very, very small and situated right in the fjord. There is a small car park outside, and that's about it. The car park offers great views of the apron. Here you can see the snowplow in action. Our plane then departed on the return to Reykjavik, which we found a little bit confusing, as we were under the impression that there was only 2 round trips a day and that the second one was ours. The snow has really hit Iceland hard recently. Just look at these cars. Now let's head inside of the terminal building. All of you that are wondering what Ísafjörður Airport looks like from the inside, there's the check-in desks. You turn around, there's the pre-departure area. And believe it or not, through there is the baggage belt. This is the airport. There's nothing else, I promise you. And then there is the 2 gates they have. Don't need any more, but it's a very small little airport. A little cafe, but it's shut and the coffee machine doesn't even work. So Icelandair keep changing our flight times a lot. So it was originally scheduled for 4:10 in the afternoon, and then they changed it till 1:10, and now it's at 2:10. Which is a little bit annoying because we don't even know when the flight's going to depart, so we're kind of sitting in the airport waiting for a plane to show up. I then sat around for a few hours before we spotted our aircraft arriving on the inbound from Reykjavik. It's very cool seeing this approach from the outside. It really shows you just how crazy it is. Our ride back to Reykjavik will be Tango Foxtrot Foxtrot X-Ray Kilo, 25.8 years old, and once again had a huge history of airlines. It's been with Air Iceland Connect since March 2012. Our plane did just land and the airport is a lot busier now. A lot of people start to fill the pre-departure area. We're all checked in, ready to go. We have got an email saying that the flight has been delayed until 4:25, but apparently it's going to go ahead at its usual time anyway, so there's a lot of confusion about the departure time, but we'll find out shortly, I guess. Boarding started very quickly and now it's time to walk onto our aircraft. Like? There's probably rules on what we can put under there, by the way.
Yeah, I know that.
For this flight, I'm sat in row 1. It has way more legroom than a standard seat. The doors shut very quickly, and just like that we are taxiing out towards the runway.
Card as it contains important information concerning your safety on board. Please fasten your seatbelt, have your table in an upright position. In the cabin there are 4 emergency exits, 2 in the front.
Flight time for this flight is even shorter than the first, and it's only about 30 minutes. You all know what this plane looks like already, so enjoy some views outside the window as we make our way to Reykjavik. As we started our descent into Reykjavik, the pilot made it very clear that the weather conditions in Reykjavik were very strong winds, and it makes sense now why the flight was actually brought forward by 2 hours. This was because it's only going to get worse in the afternoon, so they're trying to land the plane before the worst of the storm comes. So enjoy this very windy arrival. That is some wind to handle in a Q2. Bloody hell. That is some wind to handle in a Q200 right there. Whoa. Welcome back to Reykjavik after my day trip to Ísafjörður. The trip was very fun, and I hope you enjoyed this new style of video. Don't worry, the old style trip reports are staying, but as this was such a cool destination, I decided to do a longer video including everything. Thanks for watching guys, see you soon.